standing, but you sat down. So now in order for you to get, you hear what I'm saying, Pastor? So in order for you to get the purpose, you have to stand up. And I said, well, you know, God, you know how to get me to move because I'm so nosy. I didn't say gossipy, but I'm so nosy about what God is going to do. Inquisitive thinking. See what I'm talking about? But I'm so inquisitive that I was so scared that if I didn't get up, I was going to miss what the purpose was. I might not even care about the purpose, but I want to know what it was. And so yesterday, I was sitting in my bed minding my business because when you called me, God didn't give me a word for now. He gave me a word for April. He is not funny. I got this word last night, but I said it was for me. So when I got it, I said, God, you still ain't said nothing. Now I got these people all conjured up and psyched up that I'm coming here with a word. And the sister pastor said about a word, I said, where's that? Because I ain't got nothing. God will always say, share what I just brought you out of. Share what word brought you through. Because the only reason you went through it is because it's in the room. So I began to look at it. I said, wait. What better way for God to bring me out and give me a birth date? It's my birthday was yesterday, Pastor. Because my deliverance was born in the 12th month on the 13th day when God gave me this word. So I'm born a day before you. Although it was years later. But your birthday started on yesterday too. We got the same birthday. Happy birthday. Do you understand what I'm saying? December 13th is when that thing turned around.
Wow.
Something, if you sit back today and think about something that you dealt with yesterday, whether it was confronting somebody, whether it was just talking about something that was on your mind, you don't realize that God did this in the 12th month of Adar. Adar is December.
Wow.
According to the calendar, biblical calendar.
Right.
So we just thank God today. Say it to your feet for real this time. We thank God because what I want to do, because when somebody's born, we go out and buy little bubblegum, cigars, balloons, teddy bears, all kind of stuff and take them to the hospital and tell the parent congratulations, right? But I want to do something tonight. We're going to celebrate this woman of God. But I also want you to get home to your neighbor that's next to you. Because everybody in here was born yesterday. Or delivered yesterday. If you receive it by faith. If you receive it by faith. This might be a little too prophetical, but this is what it is. Because by faith, yesterday, when your enemy was out and planning to destroy you, God turned it to the contrary and allowed you to live on the 13th day in the 12th month of Adar. So I want you to just celebrate with your neighbor right now. I want you to tell your neighbor, happy birthday. Because something was birthed out of you. The enemy tried to destroy that seed. But you came home to the house on the 13th day. And somebody said, well, why am I still in the hospital? Because you're in recovery. You can't just have the baby and say, you still got to be processed. Thank you, Holy Ghost. The baby was born yesterday, but he still got to be circumcised. There's still got to be a cutting away of extra flesh. And Pastor, they don't just do that right away right now. And not only that, it costs you something now. I hear a lot of mamas say, well, he can't go home till I get the money to circumcise him.
All right. Yeah.
Sue, you turned it around yesterday. In the I want to find my birthday in there one day.
All right.
So the only thing I can say, my birthday is John 3:16.
Yes.
But we celebrate Pastor Cooper tonight. Amen.
Amen.
We celebrate her tonight. And God would allow her to be born the day he was born. Give her scripture according to her birthday. Have a service the week of the day of her birthday. And allow people to be set free. So your birth and your purpose of being born, Pastor, was so on time. I thank God. Because I would have never understood that word yesterday if I didn't have to come here today. So many times we be in a situation and God will speak right through the word to us and we think it's for somebody else. But that thing hit my spirit last night. So Pastor, I want to say to you, happy birthday. On the 14th day in the 12th month of Adar. That is awesome. The purpose and the special purpose, and no wonder you so precious. No wonder. God just handcrafted you just for the people. We didn't have no choice whether we was going to be born or not. God selected every one of us in here. I'm going to say this and I'm going to sit down. I had applied for a job, and I applied a couple weeks ago. And I had emailed all day long, and I again was saying, Lord, what's the word? So after probably about 5 o'clock, I just looked on my phone. I said 40-some pieces of email. I don't usually let that many come pile up. So I opened it up, and there was one from the job where I applied at. Now I got a word Saturday that I had the word that God said the job was mine, and I was all excited. Of course, he didn't say which one, because I applied for quite a few, but the one that I wanted, I didn't hear from them yet. But the next one that I would have taken, they sent me an email that said, thanks for replying, but after reviewing your application, we considered somebody else. And I looked at them and I said, well, I looked at the email and I said, you know, that's amazing. I said, because even though you considered me, you chose them. Meaning I still had some qualifications.
Right.
And I still was a good candidate for the job. It's just that somebody else was more qualified. And Pastor, when I stood in my bathroom tonight, the Lord said that's the same with Pastor Cooper. There were so many other people that I looked at and considered for Pilgrim, but I chose her. They were qualified. They were holy. They were anointed. They were willing. He said, but after considering them, I decided to choose her. So Pilgrim, tonight y'all have a jewel.
Whoa.
And I know as pastors, we can be something else. I know I can. And I ain't going to take up for none of us. Brian, what's your hand up for? See what I'm talking about? They provoke us too, don't they, Pastor? But to know that when God sends a pastor or leader, you have a jewel.
Yes.
Start appreciating myself as who I was. I had to say, LeTonya, if you was your own pastor, how would you like you? I said, probably leaving the church every week. I'm being honest, because I asked, why are y'all still here? How do y'all